Start things off with a first last hit. We'll keep our eyes peeled in this mid lane where RML should have a pretty damn good time considering how he played in his first game today against the Fire Dragoon. We'll keep our eyes on a couple of other lanes, especially lanes like top lane, maybe fully out Raven. But bottom lane, there's going to be an aggro trial lane for now, and Dreamcell's already been hit up with the Gush. They have the Ice Shards to come in as well. Finch looking for itself. He's dead. They have, and Dreamcell is just going to give away first blood at this point, not expecting maybe the aggressive trial lane at the start of this match.
No, well, I mean, we said it after the previous series that like if TNC, if you're watching, the answer seems to be just hate out Dreamcell, and that is exactly what they've done in both Game 1 and now the beginning here of Game 2. They're just not going to let him have an easy time.
And they're going to keep going. Gush comes out. Good dual breath might keep him alive. They have Ice Shards available. And they did get off the Whirling Axes, which gave him the evasion he needed, and he actually will survive because of it. He might even turn on the Cuckoo, depending on what they want to do is bring in the Clockwork here at Yokum. And like they're just going to kind of try this for a bit.
I'm a little bit surprised that Clockwork didn't try and isolate somebody. I think they could have maybe gotten, probably wouldn't have been a kill, but at least it would have been decent damage.
Here we go again. Snowball comes in now, level 2 up for Cuckoo. They have Ice Shard Sacred available. Good cogs up from Yokum, and Dreamcell's doing fine. Gush was used, damage. Meanwhile, Dual Breath, he's taking a lot of damage here, and he's dead. Dreamcell gets the kill with his ranged Whirling Axes, and now the battery's hold on to Sam H. He's got to be a little careful. He's just going to stand near the...
He's got 3 range creeps. Range creeps, yeah, protect me.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty insane, actually. Okay, so they get a kill. They take it on Tim's, who gets caught out and brought down. Good Cog / Dual Breath combo. And that should help out a little bit. In the meantime, too, also, St. DeLuca is having a pretty good time top lane. 11 last hits compared to the 7 of Waves.
Yeah. Nyx is like, well, you have Feral Impulse, but I basically have a level and a half of Feral Impulse for free just because I'm Nyx Assassin. So he's actually winning on the harassment war so far. I wonder if he'll buy a bottle or something to just kind of continue harassing and try to win this later. Or if he'll just try to settle into farming a bit more. Sam H!
Back, Dual Breath along with range Whirling Axes yet again, get a job done. That's big. That's the Tide Hunter getting dropped down. Now Cooper kind of getting turned on with batteries, so he's getting a little low. He has no mana. He has wand charges, but can't get him off in time. And he'll fall, so it's going to be 2 kills. Gush will come in. Yokum is now getting maybe turned on, but they get off the cogs. They're going to Whirling Axes again, and the Fateful coming in, trying to keep them pushed back, and Sims will survive because of it. But Boom are starting to find their footing in this bottom lane right now, these two.
Yeah, they're fighting back. I think the best thing that they actually had happen this game was that the Clockwork didn't come bottom immediately. Like, he grabbed his level 2 somewhere else. I didn't see exactly where. I don't know if he went and, grabbed the 2-minute bounty runes or a snowball in. I think he's taking some damage.
He's going to try for the boots, or rather the TP away, and he does it smartly, but it's to this tower, which...
Why is he still...
What? He might survive even with that mistake.
4, 3...
They need a nice...
Cuckoo wants... Oh no, he's got the bottle now. Oh, the raindrop. Oh no, the bait. It was all a bait.
It's not good. Oh man, they had him dead to rights and pushed back under the tower, so he had to go home and just waste time. And instead, they give a kill away.
All right, FBD is a mad genius. I guess he TP'd to the tower because he knew that he knew that his bottle was coming.
All according to Keikaku.
Yeah. I don't know if he should have TP'd to the tier 1. Maybe he should have TP'd to the tier 2, because that was the reason. His TP took an awkwardly long time. Like, TNC were like, oh, he's out. And then they realized that his TP had an extra second on it. And they're like, wait, why aren't we still punching him?
What's happening? Why is he not TPing? Oh. Whirling Axes again, bottom. Sam H is starting to get some levels, so he's a little bit harder to kill now when that he's level 2. Anchor Smash. He has wand charges, but he's out of mana. He's got a Fairy Fire. He might need to use it. Won't get it all.
I didn't get the Anchor Smash.
I'm going to get turned down. This is going to be maybe another kill here. Cogs are back up. Cuckoo is going to get run at by the Whirling Axes from Dreamcell. Needs to be a little careful, but he should be fine. And it's a double kill for Dreamcell.
Nice.
Again, this is what we talked about, getting Dreamcell off to a fast start. And so far it's looking like that, despite him not having the most CS in the world.
Jokum's playing really well on this Clockwork. Like, he's set up so many kills at bottom. He's completely repelled the tri-lane. And TNC, I mean, now rotating around a little bit elsewhere, but...
Trying to find St. Lucas.
Raven's dropping. Look at this. He's just getting right-clicked. Nice ice shards.
Very good ice shards to keep him alive. Kezcute is going to try to chase him a little bit, but with the fire, he just got his dual breath back up, decided not to go for the kill. That could have been very good for Boom ID, but nice play from Cuckoo to make sure they don't go too far into the lane.
Well, that's why he's right-clicking so hard. The Nyx Assassin has treads.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, right-click Nyx Assassin mod.
Wow, we actually
let's go.
And it's probably not probably.
It could
happen.
It could happen.
It could happen. That's a better way of putting it.
The relevant talent selection is not until like level 25, so it's. I don't think it's a huge deal. I wonder if he's gonna go for the Meteor Hammer, though.
I haven't been a fan of it so far today. I like the item, but it just wasn't not been super good.
I think Force Staff is so much better this game than the Meteor Hammer. Just like being able to Force Staff somebody out of shards or Force Staff them away from a snowball. Even like with the new Ravage speed, Force Staffing somebody away from a Ravage is also pretty straightforward. So yeah, I don't want to see the Meteor Hammer either. Or I don't mind the Meteor Hammer, but yeah, would prefer to see the Force Staff.
I'll just go Midas and get to level 25 as fast as possible. When you think about it, 100 agility is a pretty insane number. Good TP from Raven to get out of trouble here against St. DeLucas and Kezcute, but he has to go back all the way home instead of tier 1 or a tier 2 tower.
Yeah, did he have
unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know if he had to double tap that TP like that. Because he like
a ring of health.
Yeah, he has a headdress and 2 points for impulse. I think he could have healed up just fine. But they're going. He gets the zap out.
Faithful, telekinesis, Snowball will come in. March Machine's going to do damage. TNC might fall for this. The cog pushback. He's still alive for now. Kinzel also get dropped in trade for Force Protect, which is not a bad trade if you're TNC. And they might go for more here depending on how they feel. Ice Strikes just missed. Obviously, Armel does not have enough damage with level 1 Arcane Orb. Unfortunate for him. But still not a bad trade for TNC, all things considered.
Alright, that was a bit of a goof. He didn't want to cast the shards in a way that he might miss the damage, but then just wasn't conservative enough with the positioning. They're punching him, but he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, they're just like, let's just quickly fire the tower. We're not gonna kill him. Yeah. He's got shapeshift up now, so a lot harder.
Well, again, we see this Tinker versus OD matchup go quite well for the OD. I think a big part of it is that OD can still get CS even when he's lasered because of the imprisonment, and then he can also waste. Oh, nicely done. He gets the imprisonment out.
That was a really good astral. He hits the haste rune.
Yeah.
Well done.
Battery Assault not even being cast by Joker. We probably anticipated that might happen, right?
Yeah.
That Astral would just come in and he'd be able to attack his way out of the cogs. Boom Cell, alright, does have his phase boots up. Still CSing decently. Pretty good, like pretty decent farm across the board here. I mean, they're threatening him. I think they're just trying to force TPs down here, honestly. Yeah. But nobody on Boom is falling for it.
They're too busy pushing top at this point. And they're doing a pretty good job of it too. Headdress is up on the Nyx Assassin, by the way.
He's buying Dominant.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's very strange.
What?
Not sure. I guess they want more push. I don't know.
I hope he goes for like the health talent and just becomes unkillable.
The tank,
I suppose. Yeah, I don't even know what creep is that useful here. Like, and I don't think stealing Lycan's creep is also that useful either. Maybe he's just doing it so he can steal a wagon. But if you're gonna go for the full push meme, you may as well buy a Ring of Aquila as well, right?
Yeah, right.
Just buy an Aquila and a Dominator and just go. I guess the Dominator also helps your wave push anyway. The stand is pretty sweet.
BP might get ganked again. Here comes the snowball. BPs are gonna come in force and drop the march down. Doing a lot of damage though. Good cogs keeps him alive for now, but he will still fall. Raven gets the job done with his wolf. Raven's taking like 3 cog pushbacks, but now he's gonna run against this particular hero, which is going to Control Warlord coming in. Double kill for Raven. Dream Cell can't quite get there, but look at Kezcute coming in for the backlines, plus the Vendetta hit, which they didn't really need on him to secure the kill. Now the Ice Cap is coming in. Cuckoo getting turned on. Good impale. They might turn this into a 2 for 2 actually. Although here comes Armel, who's ready to fight. He's got his sanities at the ready. He's only got level 1 Arcane Orb, but he could use it to good avail. Now Armel's starting to do some work here. Of course, St. Louis is getting stunned up. Snowball coming through. They also have the Boulder Toss, Mud Golem. Armel's still getting chased down the Willing Axis. Dream Cells just bombing him from the high ground. Here comes FBZ, and Armel might fall here. This could be a big kill. He's so low, 50 HP, 3 HP. The wolf, it's not going to be enough. It's going to get dropped back by the telekinesis. Oh, God. And Armel will survive. Is that the Helm of the Dom wolf?
That's Dom-dominated wolf. That's 1,500 health. Alright. At least Armel lives. But they immediately venture around into a little bit of a push. I thought they might be able to get one more. Cuckoo still had the ice shards, but I guess they just didn't want to overcommit to anything. And like you were saying, Dreamcell was just bombing them non-stop from the high ground with those auto attacks. Has gone for the maxed out Whirling Axes. But it's just the damage, right? I guess he's gonna have a little bit of extra mana to use with the Battle Fury, so probably speeds up his farm rate to grab the points early, and he can just be more useful overall. Gives them maybe some slight increase in their kill potential against Tidehunter, since auto attacks don't really do much against him.
Yeah, gonna be the issue. And we haven't seen a Tide Ravage yet, so it's a pretty big deal. He's that level 6 for He's level 7. They're gonna sit up on bottom. Looks like Nick's probably gonna get his Spike Carapace off. Gonna wait for it. And do they have detection? No. Doesn't look like it. So, no Ravage expended at the very least. No kill gotten. They're going to try to get the tier 1 tower in the meantime, though, with Raven. He's got the wolves up. Helm of the Dominator is back up in 2 seconds back. And this should be a tier 1 tower for them to be picked up. And there's the siege creep. You talked about it. It's running mid for the Raven team.
Yeah, it got stolen from the bottom wave, and now it's helping out with the mid push. Not being microed.
He's going to die.
Well, there you go. All right, Liquid Fire keeping him alive. He's busy trying to keep tabs on this OD. Is he gonna, like, if he really wanted to, he could spike the Carapace, the Astral, but there's nobody here to help him finish the skill, so.
Alright, top lane, Cuckoo kind of getting encroached upon here by the rest of Boom ID. They'll drop a ward close to the tower. They'll hook shot in. It's going to be Yoki to start things off, and Cuckoo might be in trouble. Good snowball. It's going to be tough to bring him down. There's no severe rotation. Actually, Cuckoo might just be left to his own devices and die. They'll use his stick charge for now, but they're going to try to turn. Yoko might give his life away at the very least. They're still going to try to chase down. They popped up the drum charge as well. Drumacell, they're going to try to body block him with these wolves. And here comes Raven all the way in. Pretty much the bottom of this jungle. Ravage will come through. It will hit, in fact, under Drumacell, which is big if they can get the kill. He has the evasion going, though, with the Whirling Axis, but it's still going to be a double kill as Armel drops these Sanity's Eclipse down. And now Tim's body blocking Kescue, and he's in trouble as well. The Courier getting some vision in Kescue. There's not much he can do here. Ice Path will come in. It's a triple kill for Armel. That is a huge fight. Ravage used, and to great effect for them to get those 3 kills.
The Tusk was just such a dangerous hero to go on in that position. Like, sure, you found him with the Rocket Flare, but that's all the way underneath the tier 2 tower. Very nice response from TNC, had most of their TPs up. And with that, Armel looking pretty good. Setting back the Troll Warlord has to be the biggest thing. I've seen this Battle Fury Troll Warlord build before, and I had kind of the same complaint in that game. I think it was even TNC who played the Battle Fury Troll Warlord, and then it was the Troll kind of got too involved. I know the Troll Warlord as a hero is, you can sometimes rotate around and get stuff done in the early game, but I think if you're going to commit to the Battle Fury build where you just have so little health, I think you just need to farm. I think you actually just need to farm until you have like 3 or 4 items, kind of play like Sven, and then just come and try and like come out and take over the game. But that's not really what's happening at the moment. He's trying to get a little bit more involved.
It's interesting that he's trying to get so involved in this game right now. You know, he had a lot of kills in the bottom lane. He was getting a good amount of farm as well, but I think he tried transitioning that and maybe too much into the mid stages of this game at 14 minutes in. So now he's starting to farm, though. Battle Fury is on its way out. This will make things a lot faster for the Troll Warlord, who are farmed pretty quickly, but now with this it'll be even easier. But they need to get some space for him. They've blocked the tier 1 tower bottom, so it doesn't have as much room, and plus there's a ward down in this bottom jungle. We'll need to be careful at the very least.
Did you catch that? Like on the Wildwing camp, he got his Battle Fury delivered, and he went to go range, and he was like, wait a second, I can, if I just stay mid, I keep cleave, and I can finish this a little bit faster. But it is going to change how he plays a little bit, perhaps. What is he doing? He's doing some weird... It doesn't reset your attack timer, I'm pretty sure, so I don't know what the point is of switching back and forth between
I don't know
melee and range. Dreamcell's just being cute. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. They're gonna run it
now. Is he dead?
I think so. He's already used his Whirling Axes. Ice Charge will connect along with the telekinesis, so this is the problem with playing in the enemy jungle. It's always a risk. It's not necessarily a bad idea, but he just got called out and down for 30 seconds.
He's like, look, I have all this vision. I'll see anyone coming from a mile away, and I'm Troll Warlord, so I'm super fast. But nope, not enough. I mean, he's probably anticipated. I think he's trying to next level TNC. It's like, well, they probably have my jungle warded up like crazy because we haven't been there for a while. So if I go there, I'm just gonna die. So I'll just keep on farming their jungle. Turns out that is not the play.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. Oh, that was the Nyx assassin getting it. Yeah, he looks to be pretty dead. He can steal Ice Path. Pretty nice.
Tim just wants some arcane boots. He's gonna happily Yapzor that kill.
He really did. Tim's kind of not getting super involved. He actually has 7 assists. What am I talking about? He's super involved. I don't know why I said that. He's very involved in this game.
Yeah, Tim's has been all over the place. He has been, he's died a little bit. Not too much. Not again. Yourself, come on.
Very bad. Snowball, Warriors Punch, Ice Charge should be available, and it is. We're going to sell Hook Shot. Maybe they can turn this around. He's going to maybe get another auto second too. If he survives a second longer there, that goes perfectly well, but unfortunately he will fall. The Ravage will come out. Now the Tinker's caught, and Armel absolutely destroys him with that sanity stuff. Still a 2-for-2 trade. In fact, Armel's pretty low. Everybody's really low on the side of the Dire here. Saint Lucas is going to come in, hits in the tail, along with the Vendetta, they get the kill. There's going to be the Magnifier, and Armel in trouble. He's going to get dropped down. It's going to be 4 dead on the side of TNC, and now Sam H. Battery salted up. He might be the 5th. Saint Lucas does not have an impale to work, but they will use the Urn Charge on him. Dual Breath will just miss, and it looks like he actually might survive this. Potentially. He'll pop the
Swim fast. Sam H.
The flare, oh, the one charge keeps him alive. It's actually the fastest man alive. He's got a world-class backstroker, and that was pretty insane, actually, that he got out of that.
There you go. I was about to say, like, wow, this Tide's build's really weird, but it kept him alive there. The Tranquil Boots move speed plus the drum move speed, he scooted right on out. But yeah, that did get turned around on them pretty heavily. I question Armel's decision to Sanity's Eclipse that Tinker. I think one more auto attack would have sufficed. Oh my god, they're just ganking Dream Cell again. It's not. This is not his fault. This time it's like.
No, yeah, I agree. It's just sad to see it for him. He's been having such a good tournament today so far in terms of getting some good work done. And today, he's actually not even that far behind. He's died like 3 times in a row. Obviously, he was doing way better before that, but even so.
Oh man. Ice Frog getting a blessed TNC in their version attempt here.
St. Deluc is the madman, went for the Meteor Hammer and got a kill onto the...
Okay. This is... It's done here.
No Ravage.
They're just gonna throw a Macropire in there, or are they gonna try an Ice Path and steal?
They get it off in time, it's gonna be close. Are they gonna use it? Yes, they will. Can he get the Aegis? The Warlord Punch will probably stop. If they get the stack in Armel, the Roach Kill goes to Yoko, so it's not even that bad. Here comes the Meteor Hammer coming down. Armel will avoid it narrowly, but still going to get Mana Burn. The Heat-Seeking Missiles, that'll take the Aegis down. Now we have some TPs coming on mass. Tim's is coming in. Raven is going out. They've got the Aegis path down. They need more damage. There's going to be the Impale coming in along with the Urn Charge drop down the Spirit Vessel, rather. Heat-Seeking Missiles and FCC is starting to go to work. The Vendetta hit. They get the kill. Armel's dropped down a Dream of Cells, though, one to get the last hit. And now they'll take the Serum Tower on top of it all. So they don't get the Aegis, but boy, did they get a lot out of that fight coming in through my D.
Alright, that double damage was cursed. They get the Aegis, but they don't. The Roche last hit, and now the Aegis is already gone. And Boom ID, well, once again, looking good. The game is a little bit topsy-turvy. You know, they keep killing the Troll Warlord, but he just keeps on farming, and the team seems to be doing alright without him. TNC getting, you know, I don't know, getting caught not having the Ravage in that fight. And the Macropire doing so much damage from Kescu. I don't even know if it was like... I think it was a combination of the Macropire, and then they all got caught in there as well, with Jokum hooking in at the last second. Man.
That was pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy how they don't even need their troll for a lot of this damage. The Tinker finally got a lot of room to work in that last fight, was I think part of the issue as well.
He did a bunch of damage.
That was something that they've been lacking for a lot of this game, but now that he's got it. Plus, St. Lucas is pretty ownage. He might find Raven Hands for Tims here with the skill. Vendetta, the Impale Woman, and then they're going to turn on to St. Lucas here. He's out of mana. Good clockwork hook in on the Raven, who's trying to get himself out of these cogs, and he will make it through. They have the Meteor Hammer getting canceled. Yokum's going to get turned on here. The Walrus Punch. Raven getting really low. The Spirit Vessel's taking him down, but he's going to survive for now. Armill's coming in. Force Staff is down for 7 seconds, but nice little kill. They get 1 kill. They don't get anything else for TNC, but not too bad.
Boom ID and we're going to take out this tier 2 up top. Hero being a nuisance. They don't have that hero to like freely punish the Jakiro, so he can actually continue to push the tier 2s.
Spike Carapace, the Impale Misses doesn't seem to is a tough hit to have. No Blink Dagger or any real sort of mobility items, so that's not going to be easy to get.
I love how he completes the Meteor Hammer channel like out of shame. It's like, all right, I started this. I missed my son. Yeah. I'll see this through to the bitter end.
You gotta follow through.
Yep. It's all about integrity.
Exactly. Integrity in Dota 2. Especially with Meteor Hammer. If you're a Meteor Hammer builder, you probably have a lot of integrity, to be honest. Oh, this Sentry. St. Lucas has been spotted, but Armel's trying to back himself up. He might have died there had he stayed too long. But Carapace does hit onto the OD, but whatever, not a big deal.
Yeah, that's
Hurricane Pike is done.
That's the I know that you know that I'm here. Actually, OD has slipped a little bit on the farm charts in the last little bit.
For sure.
I mean, Armel but did die, right? He has died twice now, so slowing him down a little bit. Jokum? The Cog is just gonna put a complete end to TNC's aggression over here.
They still have the St. Lucas Nyx nearby. Good blink away, or rather force away from Armel to keep himself out of danger. They continue to spend heat-seeking missiles. Sam H continues to be a world-class backstroker. He'll sit around for a while as Raven continues to get farmed. Centaur Conqueror Stomp. FBZ is going to get dropped. Solo kill for Raven. He pops to the Necrobook. He is a great Centaur Conqueror Stomp. FBZ, not expecting that Lycan to be there. Very big kill. In the meantime, they're going to go further. Sam H, they've got the telekinesis. They will bring back this Clockwork, and he'll get hit up by Armel, who's throwing bombs yet again. A couple more auto attacks will do it. It's 2 that does the job for Armel, and that's a pretty big kill. And, alright, 2 kills.
Oh, Troll, he's actually still over at the wave. Is this Lycan ultimate gonna last long enough? Yeah, but there's a Necrobook zooming in to come and find him. Yep. And his TP's on cooldown. Oh no, is Raven gonna spot him? I think he's gonna get spotted. Oh, did they see him?
Yep, there you go. I see him. Nice shards. Oh, perfectly done. Snowball will come in. He'll try to clear some of the creeps, but it's not gonna go well. Tensor Conqueror Stomp. Good. The Meteor Hammer is about to fall as well. They can't really turn this with
the courier's looking for him.
The courier is still looking for him, but I don't think they can find this kill anymore. Well, he has no TP.
Oh my god, he got
the courier. And he's gonna Shadow Blade too.
Do they have detection? They have one sentry.
But he's already far away from the sentry. They have another one placed over here. He's only got a small location of where he can be. They will see him
drop. Sanity's over. Oh, they found it. They found it.
They won't even need it. The telekinesis that does the job. Now it was a good effort. Some time wasted for Dreamcell, and he got the courier. In the meantime, though,
oh no, St.
Lucas. Oh man, the Necro unit's coming out. Spike Carapace comes in, will not save his life. The Meteor Hammer, however, well, no, it won't either. Dominating spree coming in from Raven, and 2 quick kills for TNC in this top lane.
It was a close attempt on the... Oh, actually, I think he might have gotten imprisoned, but he tried to spike Carapace and TP out, and Raven just instantly stomped him with the Centaur Conqueror. Very nicely played. His micro has been on point this game. Yeah, Tim's had spiked Carapace stolen. Okay, look out dead. They're just getting picked to pieces.
Oh, misses the hook shot, sadly. Yeah, all of a sudden, this game went from pretty good for Boom.
They're still ahead on net worth. They're still up by 3K.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. They're going to go ahead and grab this tier 1 tower in the top lane. This will start to go back in favor of TNC rather soon. 2K lead now. BKB is done for the Lycan, who's had a great game. Top of the net worth. He's brought this game back pretty significantly. He's been the one that's been involved in these kills. Snowball into Execute. He's already used his Force Staff. Snowball will hit. They have the Ice Shard for War Punch to come first. There's the Fade Bolt, the Dual Breath, and that's him. 10 skills he wants to do. I think he's waiting for Ice Staff, but he's not going to get it. Astral coming, rather, the Arcane Orb comes in. That will secure the kill for Armel. Okay. Lots of kills going for TNC right now.
I think if Boom can hang on until the I think okay. Then I come back to thinking about, like, well, if they wait out once they wait out the TNC BKBs, then the Troll Warlord BKB will probably also have been worn down a little bit, and that's where the OD and the Tide Hunter, I think, just reign supreme over the late game. Tinker is annoying, but OD can buy an MKB. It's not completely ridiculous for him to pick that up just so that he can actually do the damage.
Yeah. He's gonna build the MKB or the BKB for Armel. And this Troll he's gonna have his BKB soon. He's starting to get farmed. And late game Troll is not, I would say.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't keep dying.
Can they keep eyes on him? Another sentry.
Vanities. That's it. His BKB was not there. If it was there, maybe he survived, but flying out, and if that gank happened.
There's just sentries everywhere. Like, Troll's like, Shadow Blade, that'll keep you safe, and Kugu's just spending every little bit of pocket money that he's getting is going straight into sentries. Maybe he'll even pick up a gem now that he's got all of it.
How many sentries is he using? Raven? Impale will come out, but St. Lucas, that's in trouble, actually. Spike here for now done. The hook shot, though, they might turn this around with the Oaks and they'll hop speaking for Raven. They weren't ready for that. Slide into the Ravix for Sammy.
Give him the back.
Right in there, and St. Lucas is going to be next, potentially. Macrofire will come through. Spike here is now done. Impale will come out perfectly timed as the BKB and the shapeshift were gone. It is still 2 dead. One of those was the Scorpion Girl who died a while ago. St. Lucas getting jumped on by Sam H with the guts to come back in. Raven again. Still no shapeshift as he just used it. And it looks like they will back up for now. So despite having a pretty good Ravix, they only get 1 kill out of that with blockwork. They could have gotten St. Lucas, but he's actually pretty tanky, all things considered.
Yeah, he went for the 325 health, and he's got the Dominator regen at all times. FBZ was spamming his heart out in the trees there, but not able to really get too much. He is about to pick up his Aghanim Scepter, so it's going to be a little bit of a timing for Boom. Though BKB is also coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty strong. Alright, Boom. They want something. They can't get the Aegis just yet. Roshan's not gonna be back up for another 45 seconds.
I'm gonna try to find something. Or stuff. Any other items coming out for either of these teams? Flash. Besides the axe like we talked about for the Tinker.
I think the next big thing, it's just mid laners. It's the Ags, Tinker, and then BKB on OD. So the Ags, Tinker is not going to be as effective as they might like right off the bat, just because there are going to be these 2 BKBs on the TNC side, but it is still definitely a strong item move.
That was a nice dodge from Cuckoo, getting himself out of trouble. There is a ward close by that they don't know is here, and the sentry's not going to catch it, but though a smoke gank does not work out in favor of Boom ID, they'll back up. Roche is up. Sims is going to spot it. See what they decide to do in terms of moving over towards the pit, trying to get something going. They have a slight advantage. I mean slight. It's pretty much 500 net worth in favor of TNC, which is not much at all. But the XP lead is significant. Almost 12k in favor of TNC, which is pretty freaking big when you think about it.
Cuckoo getting caught out. Gonna get Meteor Hammers. Can he get the snowball off? He might. Ooh, no, got bashed. He was trying to turn around.
Yes. Very nice kill.
I gotta say, I've been pretty impressed with St. Lucas's play this game. He almost saved the Troll up top. He's been rotating pretty nicely. I mean, a couple of missed Meteor Hammers here and there, but I think that's just kind of the nature of the item sometimes. They're going into the Roshan pit, and TNC not really coming over to contest this.
They're starting to move there now, but I think they're really more focusing on this broken blocker. Shapeshift will come in, he'll hook himself away. Do they know this is happening? Armel's gonna get in here in a moment. Slide, Ravage again. Armel's got the save. You see, drops it down. Cell immediately buying back as he gets dropped. Raven popping his own BKB, trying to find KezQ. Be a nice target. Oh, look at that damage coming from Chris. From Raven, absolutely clawing him down. They'll buy back again onto KezQ. Dream himself back in. Where's the detection? They have it. He's gonna pop the BKB. He wants this Rose. Can he get it? Radiant, they'll get the Aegis. Yes, absolutely. So now he's got that plus cheese to work with. They will drop the Meteor Hammer down. Yoke in trouble. He will get killed. and it's time to back up potentially for TNC. I don't know if they want to fight into this. Armel, though, is owning at this point. They'll drop the Aegis down. Armel is 44 intelligence still taking a lot of damage coming in. St. Lucas is trying to find something, but he's out of mana right now. Spike Carapace will do the job. There's the mana burn, but Armel's still fighting fit at this point. They will maybe get some damage here to St. Lucas, but Armel's enough mana for this Astral. There's the Lasers coming out. The refractor blades. These guys have them stolen. St. Lucas is going to get dropped and killed, and they look for maybe more. No, they're going to back themselves up, try to find somebody else.
Armel's never enough mana to actually get Arcane Orb. He's just doing regular old auto attacks.
Auto attack, yeah.
Oh my god.
In spite of those buybacks, that was really pretty bad actually for Boom ID.
Oh yeah, for sure. They bought back. Troll just like Tide blinked literally on top of him, so it made it very, very difficult for him to get his BKB up. I think if Roshan was lower, he would have been willing to BKB just to secure the Roshan last hit and the Aegis, but Sam H came flying in out of nowhere. And I think Dreamcell was also in a mindset of like, oh, my Clockwork is making all this space, and maybe they don't even know that I'm in here in the pit, and then the Ravage flew in, and TNC win the fight afterwards also pretty convincingly. I guess we saw some of the strength of the BKBs at this point, right? The Tinker was doing plenty of damage, but mostly to the supports. They just couldn't quite finish off the cores with the BKBs.
Not as much as you could be bringing some of these fights. It's not that's pretty bad because yeah, they got Aegis, they got Cheese, but they use, I believe, Aegis. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Aegis.
they got
use
Pop.
Cheese, and that's I mean, not only that, but they bought back on like heroes, I'm pretty sure. So that is never a good sign.
Yeah, the Troll and the Jakiro both bought back. I mean, I guess Troll just continues to try and farm up, but he's not as far ahead as I think he would have liked to be, given the Battle Fury build this game. I guess we've been chatting about FBZ in the previous series, and I mean his performance overall. He's also been the center of attention in terms of all the pauses. Kuku's gonna get caught here with no mana. He's 100% dead. Yeah. But yeah, he's been we've been talking about him a lot, and I think the game now rests not 100% on his shoulders, but his execution on Tinker is going to decide this game for Boom. If he's just chain hexing and preventing the OD's BKB from getting off, and they kill him before he drops any spells, then that's great. But I think if he drops, like if he messes up a single time, I think they're in big trouble. Also, it's not like TNC have nothing to say about a chain hex either. They're going to blink Snowball. They're going to Force Staff. They have different ways to break that combo from the Tinker, so it's not like it's just a completely unstoppable, like, full to nothing for Tinker this game.
Yeah. That disable is going to be pretty significant for TNC. They'll take down a 2-2 tower in the bottom lane, 18,000 net worth, 33 minutes in, potentially our last game of the day. We've had 2 best of 3s. I think both have gone to 3 games. We'll see if this third one well.
And this is the longest day as well in terms of the number of matches back to back to back. I think it gets shorter from here.
It does. So. It's 2 tomorrow, I believe, first stream, and then I believe it's 1 the day after.
Yeah, I think it's like, and then 1 and 1 on the last 2 days or something. But
we'll have the schedule for you guys. I'll let you know when the game ends, but right now we're focusing on this. Focusing on trying to see who's going to win. Oh, did that smoke get spotted? I think it did. He was like, nah, maybe he didn't. He was behind the tree, so I don't know if he had the vision to get the vision.
This is suspicious that the Rubik is the one defending top. But I think they have a sense of that something is going on. Whether or not they run into the Troll Warlord is just a big question.
He's already out of there. He's gonna get into the trees and TP home.
Are they gonna try and camp for this Tinker? They're gonna hope that he just randomly decides to TP on this shrine. I mean, the camp's already all farmed, so there's really no point in him coming here, but
Botsing top, though. He doesn't know where to go. He's canceled the TP like 3 times. Keeps rearming it. He's trying to juke them.
Being patient on Tinker is actually like the hardest thing. Dying on Tinker sucks so bad. Like that first death, when you have a long duration death, you spend the whole game spamming at like, for some of these players, like 200 APM, and then you're dead, and there's no point in you doing anything for a minute. It ruins you. I think it's really tough.
Rough, huh?
But
Tinker so far has avoided any major deaths for the past few minutes at the very least.
yeah.
Santa Lucas is going to find a courier kill. Or not. I thought he was going to get it, but no such luck. The tower did spot him, so they pinged him out. And they say, okay, he was going after a courier to get it. So there's a 1k lead for TNC. The momentum is probably severely on their side. You know, Dream of Cell wants to keep farming on the troll, but what do you want to do as TNC here?
As TNC, I think you're just fishing for a pick-off right now. You can't really force it at all because you're pushing into the Tinker. So I think their best play is probably to, like, I really want to see them buy a gem. I think they'd be able to punish this Nyx Assassin a little bit more, and then move around, make sure the map is dewarded, and slowly try and push Boom off of their side of the map. Easier said than done, but I think that's probably the best approach at this point. They have to make it so Boom doesn't feel safe to split push at all.
Shout on to Cuckoo, they're going to get off the dodge. Cuckoo in trouble. Forced out, though. Now should be fine. Gush will come in. Fear Vessel doing some okay work. They actually catch both Pezcute and Yokum. Not sure they want to go on this. Courier will fall in the meantime. Snowball will bring in a few onto Yokum. There's the Walrus Punch. Good for Fragger's Laser, though, and that means Armel can't do the damage he wants, and he continues to do it. So he's going to pop his BKB, and Yokum's going to die for it. On the other side, Dream of Cell is in against Raven. This is a man fight. He's going to pop the cheese. You know, they still have Ravage available. BKB is going to be done. Good impale. Maybe they can turn this around, but with the Ravage coming in, it's going to be a problem. They're going to slide in and use it again. Sanity's dropped down. Armel gets the double kill. A godlike spree for him, and Dream of Cell dead for 100 seconds. Now they're looking for Pezcute. The Dual Breath's coming in. They need some stun, and they've got it. The Telekinesis coming in, bringing him back down to earth. And Raven also now a godlike spree as well. And just Dream of Cell not able to man-fight against Raven even with the cheese. Tied with Rick Average.
Oh, such a nice play from Tim's. I don't know if you caught it. He was just the gatekeeper. The troll realizes, like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. My BKB is about to run out. And then these cogs appear on the ramp, splitting up the fight, preventing the Jakiro from getting up there to help out. Everybody on TNC, I think, making some nice plays. And just really strange to see the troll warlord unable to man-fight. Oh god,
no. That is a dead Nyx Assassin for 85 seconds. The good news is this is Tinker, and his spam is significant. Raven is going to try to finish this off, at least the nailer racks. BKB is going to be down in a second. They could have gotten a lot more. They might even get turned on here. Good force away, though, coming in from TNC. Now they're going to throw the bombs at Yokum. He does pop the Crimson, but it's not going to save his life, as that is beyond godlike spam for Armel. So maybe now they can get more. They just have to deal with this Tinker. They want to get this bracket. They want to finish this game off. They want to finish off the series, and they want to move on to the winner bracket final game. And it's looking like that's pretty likely at this point here. Emerald is there doing some serious work in building.
Yeah, if they can take this, they'll be one best of 3 away from the Cuckoo. Snowball speed dragging him straight into the fountain.
Split up and farm. That's what he said as he dived in. He knew.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, exactly.
He is the captain after all.
Help. These are some pretty good lines for when you dive a found net, you know, yeah, 38 minutes in the game, you killed. I like the idea for Raven, the nullifier. Makes a lot of sense against the Troll Warlord at the very least. Maybe not the most bang for your buck, but it's still very good.
Yeah, if you can't get that with BKB up, it's going to be brutal. And even the Tinker, if he happens to find him, nullifier definitely be the end of him. Though I think he's probably dead even without the nullifier in that situation. And if TNC get the Roshan, that's going to be so brutal. They have 2 amazing Refresher Shard heroes. I don't even know if you give it to the OD or if you give it to the Tide. I would guess Tide probably in this situation.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm fine with either. The amount of damage Armel's doing with Sanities is ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
They've got choices.
Yeah, I think that's also part of why OD has become a little bit more popular as of late, or part of why he's so good right now. Not only is he a dominant late game hero, but he has an ultimate that works so nicely with Refresher Shard.
Oh, Tim's. Oh, Tim's. Oh, they don't see Dreamer Cell.
This is awkward. Tide's super far away, but he's got Blink Force.
From Tim's in time. They use Battle Trip. They're looking for an ice path. Tim's is still fine for now. He has an impale. Shapeshift's going to come in. They're going to try to turn this fight around. They have Ravage available if they want to blink Ravage. Good BKB from Dreamcell. They couldn't get off the Ravage in time. They will find maybe a kill on for the next assassin. Now the Hex is going to come in on this damage. There's the Impale. FPZ is dead. Dead for 82 seconds. He does have a buyback available. He will use it. He's got his boost travel. They'll try and find Dreamcell here. He can't really afford it. He's going to get nullified. He's dead for 85 with no buyback of his own. And now you're missing a lot of your damage here. And Raven is just going to work. They've lost the Nyx Assassin. Hezcute is going to be next as Cuckoo comes in with the snowball. And GG is called. TNC, they 2-0 Boom ID. And pretty convincing fashion as well. And they will move on to the winner bracket.
I think the individual play from TNC